Hi, so I'm Anais, and I'm the French twin.
My name is Samantha Futerman, and I am the American twin and co-director and producer of Twinsters.
Hi, I'm Ryan Miyamoto. I am the co-director and the DP of Twinsters.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations on the film. I guess the obvious first question that's probably everyone's asking is, at what point did you decide to turn your story into a film?
Well, from the very beginning, we started documenting right away, and that's as easy as taking a screenshot of the message that Anais sent me, or taking a screenshot of her Instagram and showing it to everybody else. And then from that moment on, we just kept collecting, really. And 2 days later, I did a video blog because I had been doing YouTube videos, and it was kind of like a comfortable way to begin journaling or video journaling everything. And then we recorded this Skype session after that, and then slowly started to develop the idea that maybe we wanted to actually share the story in a much larger context. So that's how we began that process, began a Kickstarter campaign, raised some money, and then Ryan came onto the project as our cinematographer, and from then on, it was a full documentary after that.
Then it was almost out of your hands. What happened from there? If you could, I guess, each of you talk me through your experiences then having that documented, because obviously once you then make the decision, okay, let's document this, what happens from there is potentially out of your hands. So talk me through a little bit about the experiences of having the cameras on you and telling your story. Obviously that's something very very unique but personal all the same.
Sure.
It was not really any bother during the whole filming. It was actually, Ryan was being really discreet. He was really quiet and nice. And I think it's just nice that we could record every minute of us together, anything, because we never knew what could happen. Maybe it would be a joke, it could be anything at any moment. So I guess we were happy to have Ryan with us all the time too.
Yeah, and I guess since we made our own decision to do the documentary, we knew going in that we were going to give ourselves up and to really show the process and what was actually happening, because we didn't want it tainted, and we definitely didn't want somebody else to step in that we didn't trust, like a big production company, to come in and tell us how the story should go, or tell us how our reunion should look like, or what it should be like. So we just were being ourselves, and then Ryan was being the creep in the background, filming everything as quiet as possible.
Which it sounds like was your job. So
I'm not a creep. I don't go and film Asian twins that often.
with the Kickstarter campaign, what did it mean to kind of be able to get the project off the ground through that? Can you talk me through a little bit about your campaign?
Yeah, sure. So we actually had 2 Kickstarter campaigns for the film. The first one was to get us to London, and we thought the story ended there, and it ended up going a lot past that. And as the story expanded, we decided to do another Kickstarter campaign so we could finish what we wanted to say. So we did a second one for post-production. So we raised just about $100,000 to film our experience and our journey. And that led us to Ryan as our director of photography and co-director, and especially our editor, Jeff Consiglio, who's been an incredible man, incredible mentor on this project as well.
They say a documentary film is found in the cutting room. Is that the case here?
For sure. I mean, Jeff was amazing, and he really allowed us to say what we wanted to say and put all the puzzle pieces together with us.
It was definitely found in the cutting room, but he gave us the ability to tell our story in the best way possible. Like he comes from a background, he's like a filmmaker who won an Oscar, so he has the most experience out of us. So you would think like he would just take it all, but he gave us the control. He always supported us in our decisions, and he just basically just made us shine, I guess.
And the premiere was over the weekend here at South by Southwest. What was the experience like watching it with a room of people, and how do you feel the reception has been so far?
It was amazing. I can't believe the house was fully packed. Like being on stage and looking out, like I was so nervous just looking at 300 people just staring back, like, oh, we're ready to see it, we're ready to see it. But it was surreal. It was really surreal and really well received.
Yeah, I think being at the premiere, I went to find two friends to give them tickets to go to the front, and I looked down the block, and it was 2 blocks full of people lined on the block. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that so many people wanted to come to see our story. I mean, it was incredible to feel that, like, we could, I don't know, that people were receptive of it and that we could, you know, share it with them and it would have an effect on them. It was such an incredible experience. And yeah, I mean, it was also a little bit scary to think that all of a sudden they would know us a lot better than we knew them. But it was also exciting in a way because that's what we intended to do, to give ourselves up for something better.
And it was nice too at the end of the filming, so we had a Q&A, and then a few people came to talk to us, and they were telling us their different stories. Oh, I've been adopted as well, and my sister lives in Germany. Oh, my little kid is adopted from Korea. And it's very touching, and some people just weren't adopted at all and were saying, I don't know, I'm half French, half American, and this is cool.
I was one thing that struck me about it is the fact that, you know, as much as this is a personal story, it's a universal one as well. You know, as unique as your story is, you know, it will relate to people on many different levels. What do you hope people kind of take away from the film?
I think we hope to spread that love and family have no boundary, and that connection and in the contemporary world is so accessible, and that even through, you know, these devices and electronic devices, that we can still connect across the world and have a genuine relationship with a person that doesn't necessarily always appear in your room right next to you. Yeah.
Well, basically, love has no boundaries, and there's no definition about family. You know, like you said in the documentary, family is what you make of it. You know, in Hawaii, there's a thing called hanai, and it's the same thing like this, where you take in anybody to your family and you hanai them. So that's, you know, family is what you make of it.
And obviously the story doesn't end here for you. You know, is there additional material that you'll be releasing as YouTube content? You know, are you going to keep wanting to tell your story in other ways?
Funny, I never thought about doing that on YouTube, actually. But I think we hope to continue to release our story, to be there for the adoption community, and not only the adoption community, but anyone else who's interested in family and having a greater connection in the world. So if we can lend that and give ourselves up for that, then that'd be an amazing thing.
Fantastic. And the film itself, what are the plans for it beyond here?
Well, hopefully we can find a distributor and then go worldwide. We hope to reach every corner of the world and every person and touch every heart, hopefully.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on such a beautiful picture, and enjoy South by Southwest.
Thank you.